Welcome, Conjurers. I'm Dicebag, and this is Crytures, my monster collecting tabletop RPG. This video in particular is part of a live stream from my personal channel, where I'm running a West Marches style campaign every month. In this session, our team has taken up a bounty to hunt down a creature nest. They just tracked down a pack of them, so they are now setting up to make their attack.
Right. So do I need to roll anything to be able to quietly and quickly make my way over to Ed in the bush?
Yeah, let's have a stealth plus agility roll.
All right. For both Richard and Torkish, or just Richard?
Both.
All right. So I don't have stealth for Richard, so we'll have to see how this goes.
We'll see if the crits roll up again.
Now my dumb. Oh, there's my dice thing. It moved. Right. So 3 for Richard. Oh no, I don't like that. I'll go ahead and roll Torkish really quick here. See if Torkish agility. Torkish only has 2 agility, so let's see how this goes. I don't know if that's any better.
Well, you both rolled the same thing technically.
Well, we don't add things together. So, yeah, you are not so swift and stealthy as Ed. They definitely see you coming.
The tip of my red wizard hat's like poking out from the top of the bush.
So, Padraig, I will give you a chance to move your guy into a position on this side of the map before we roll initiative.
I'm going to try to go for the flank.
Alrighty.
And then have Cheapy go right here.
Where at? I wasn't looking.
Northeast of me.
Oh, right there. Okay.
Color.
Sorry, I was looking at chat.
No worries. How's chat?
Chat's pretty quiet, but Odyssey has somebody talking about getting me a logo and a personal brand or something. Like, sorry, but I do all that stuff myself.
Sure thing, bud.
Alright. So, yeah. Everybody, it's time to roll initiative. That's just speed plus reflexes.
Speed plus,
right, which we have a macro for, though, right?
You should. I don't think Padraig will, given his situation.
Reflexes is 0, speed is 5. Okay.
I rolled that first one. Oh yeah, because I went like wasted, did all those rolls. So that third roll on me was my initiative for Richard.
Do our creatures roll a separate initiative?
Yes. Alright, so Richard's is 39? Is that the right one?
Yes. Now, what do we do for creatures initiative again? Because I'm not seeing the macro for initiative on here.
Just roll the same thing. Their speed plus your reflexes.
Okay, their speed, my reflex. Okay, so speed of 5 for Torkish.
Alright, so Cat, is that for Ed?
Ed has an initiative macro.
So he's got 33?
Yes.
And Patty...
Right.
34 for Padraig, right?
Yep.
And
22.
22 for Cheapy.
And then I'm about to roll 8d10 for my Torkish.
Bam! Great roll, dude. Nice.
Not bad.
62
so I
for
re-roll-
Torkish.
So I re-roll my initiative for Crystal then.
Right. 51 for Crystal. And let's see. We'll just roll one initiative for all these guys. They're going at
The nest.
34. Actually, we probably should have done this with the battle montage mechanic. Now that I think about it. But oh well.
What's the battle montage mechanic?
It's like a truncated version of combat that's theater of mind style, more or less. Just to, like, deal with easy encounters.
Do you want to get your music going again for the battle?
Oh, that's right. I need to actually change the music, too.
Oh, I don't hear the music because I haven't had the...
It hasn't been playing for a while. I just
Since the
realized
crash.
that myself.
Nice.
Alright. Okay. Now let's sort this. Torkish is our fastest boy, so he gets the first turn.
Okay, and so I guess I can't. So is moving a minor action then? Like,
Yes.
I have to use a. Dang it. Okay. Crap, because I really wanted to empower before he got started. But-
Yeah. That's the trade-offs.
All right. So.
Oh, right. He
The
still
question
has
is, do I want
the
him-
icons on your tokens. I should take those off.
Well, that's why I was wondering if I should have him like move. My flame's a ranged attack, isn't it?
Flare?
Yeah, the flare the Torkish has, that's ranged, isn't it?
Yeah.
From how many spaces? Oh, range 5.
Right.
Oh, okay. This actually may be not too bad. Because, let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to think of how many spaces he is from that one up here in the corner currently, if that's 5 or not.
This guy here?
There's the one all the way up in the top left. Up here.
Yeah, that is right at 5. But if you're
Okay,
shooting
so-
through one space of the rough, then that's going to inflict a -2 penalty. But also,
I mean,
undead creatures, I believe, are weak to fire.
for the way that I'm looking at it, it doesn't look like he'll be shooting through the rough. If he's going for that one on the top, like left side toward where Patty's
What?
characters are.
Yeah, I think what he's saying is this hex right here is
Yeah.
considered a rough hex if you're getting through.
Oh, just because there's that tiny little bit of the bush right there.
That's like 5 feet
No,
of bush and foliage.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have to imagine anything that's outside of this hex that he drew is the hex is a clearing. Everything else outside of that is like wooded to some degree. So there's trees.
So everything
You-
inside that hex is rough.
Right.
No, everything outside the hex.
Yeah,
Oh,
everything
okay.
outside the hex.
Yeah,
So you've
since-
got like
since
small
you're-
trees and dense foliage and bushes all over the place.
So that dark brown line
Okay,
shows
but-
where the tree line stops.
But my Torkish can still shoot a flare at him for where he's at, though, correct?
Yes. He'll just take a penalty because he has to shoot through trees and shit.
Okay, that's fine. He's going to empower first. So you hear like a Torkish, and like you see like the flames in his head just kind of just whoosh.
It
as
goes
he
Super
empowers
Saiyan.
himself.
Nice.
All right.
It's like level 1 Super Saiyan Torkish. So that gives me that's a +1 to my rolls now, right? On
Right.
Rhythm Power.
That's right.
And that is a mana, so I got mark that. And I can stack that as long as I have the mana for it, correct?
Up to 5 times, yes.
Awesome. Okay. And then yeah, Torquish is gonna he's gonna try to adjust his head adjust his head accordingly, aim, and he's gonna shoot a flare from his head at that one Skittle.
Alrighty.
So all right, so do I need to do anything different to add for the disadvantage or whatever, or the penalty, or do I just need a roll and you'll apply that?
I'll just apply that, so just do your roll.
All right, and then it's going to be +1 on these, so that's a few successes right there, except for the failure.
That's quite a few successes. Let's see.
Yep.
Skittle evasion.
It is, I believe, Flare. It's 3 damage per hit,
Yep.
and if there's any crits, it's +1 hit, and the target becomes wounded. But I don't think those are crits, so.
I don't see the roll in roll 20.
Wait.
Are you clicking on the chat on that?
Oh, I clicked on the macro for Flare, and it says there wasn't an ability found in it.
What?
That's weird.
Okay, roll 20 must be buggy. Because this shit was working
Alright.
fine last time.
All right, so Flare, power plus ignition. Okay, so let me look up his.
No ability was found. What? Okay, yeah, this is definitely some kind of bug.
Okay, so power 7, ignition. Okay, so I'm rolling 8 d10s for his attack. Let me get this right.
The ignition doesn't add an extra die. It adds like a. Oh wait, hold on.
It says my attack is power plus ignition versus the creature's evasion.
And he has 7 power, right? So
Yes.
+1 is the 8. Okay, I get you. Yeah. No, I was confused by the last die roll. I'm still looking at that.
Yeah, that's why I got confused.
So yeah,
Okay,
go ahead and
8
roll your
d10.
8d10.
All right, here we go. There's some crits.
There's some crits.
So that's an extra +1 hit with the crits, and target becomes wounded. And plus, there's a +1 on all added to all those rolls too. So 10, 2,
Yeah.
11, 11, 8, all that. Yeah.
Yeah, Torquish lands it smack dab on that thing. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 hits. Let's see, what's 9 times 3? Like 27?
7.
Plus an extra. Well, 2 of those are actually going to be 4 instead of 3 damage.
What?
Because it says if I crit with flares, it's a +1 hit and the target becomes wounded.
Yeah, that's an extra hit, an extra 3 damage.
Oh, I thought it was saying like it's a +1 to the hit damage. That's what I thought.
No,
it
no.
meant. My apologies.
So,
Okay,
you're dealing more damage that way, actually. So,
That's at
So is
least
that, like-
30.
Yeah,
Yep.
10 hits total. Then it would count. Yep. And what
Torquish just
exactly?
lobs that thing
Sorry, go
up
ahead.
and it falls straight down in the thing's face. You hear a screech and it starts writhing and burning. It is wounded from the fire. So let's see.
And what exactly does it mean to be wounded in this regard?
It means he
That's not one of-
loses 1/10 of his health each turn. At the end of your turn.
Wow.
Alright, so Psykit is up next.
Right, and Psychic is going to brain blast this bundle of. Wait, that.
Psykit's gonna have to move to get a line of sight to that one.
Yeah, easy enough. She can teleport. She'll move under the mushroom. Then there's no ability for the Brain Blast, but that's a cost of 2 mana for power plus telepath versus evasion.
Right.
So, tabs.
I am gonna have to actually bring up the rules text for these things since we don't have it in the whatchamacallit.
Right, so it's power plus telepath, which is 7d10. Then that'd be 7d10 flat.
Ooh. All right, let's see. That is 1, 2, 3.
That's a range of 5 and a blast of 1.
Oh, this is a blast?
Yes.
Okay. Well, do you want to hit
Wait,
anything else
I
since
think
it's a blast?
I think I might be going OP because that's level 3. I can see I messed up.
Wait, what?
Ed is
Oh yeah, you
dumb.
don't have Brain Blast yet.
Right, I got I messed up in the rules.
Your cat is not Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah.
Right, then she'll just go with the Psychic Screech then.
All right.
That's
We'll just
probably the closest.
we'll just keep the same roll because I think that's the same thing.
Yeah,
So
power plus telepath versus evasion. With 3 damage per hit and the target becomes distracted.
all right, that deals 4 hits. He is especially slippery in the mind department, probably because he's like a zombo. So he takes, what is it? 12 damage? 4 hits, 3 damage apiece,
Yes.
and distracted, so he cannot make any opportunity attacks for the next turn. And next would be Richard's turn now.
Alright, so Richard will move. He has a speed of 5, so I move. So is it still 1 if I move it along this line right here to this space? Is that still 1, or does that count as 2?
That'll be 2 since it's in the rough.
Even though more of it's outside the line than in the line for the rough? That's why I was asking. Like
What?
the hex I moved him in. The hex that I just moved Richard to, like right here.
Yeah, that's
I don't know if it's
the rough is outside the hex.
crap. Okay, yes, I forgot it was outside. Okay, so that's 2. That's 2 of 5 then. So if I move it in, if I move him inside, then how many is that now?
That's 3 moves.
Okay, and then his staff blast. I don't have the range on hand of what his staff blast is.
I think it's just a melee blast 1 for a staff.
Oh, it's a melee attack. It's not a ranged.
Well, melee just means that the blast area is adjacent to you.
Which weapon are you using?
His magic staff.
Yeah, I got a magic staff.
So you can hit him from
Is that
there.
what, yeah, is that what it's called? Just a staff?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm looking it up right now. I got it.
Yeah, two-handed
Okay.
magical weapon.
Yep. It is a melee blast.
So what melee blast means is that it's an area
So I
attack,
got-
but it's just adjacent to your character is the blast area. So you can hit like this entire area here that I just outlined. Or
Okay. So I can get that one creature that's already wounded then with the staff blast.
yes.
Nice.
That's what I'm aiming for. Okay? So
Alright.
we are going to he'll run in, points, and the staff at that one creature and see if he can finish it off. See if macro works. Oh, works that time.
Oh, that one works?
Nice.
Well. Isn't that
So-
nice?
My Torkish one is off for some reason.
I don't know what's up
Alright.
with these things today, but let's see. What is Skittle Evasion? That is 3 hits.
So
So
yep, 6 points of damage at that thing then.
6 damage. You hold your staff out and channel power through it, and a blast erupts, and it engulfs this thing in light. And knocks it back on its hind legs from the blast. It is very low on health at this point.
That's not dead.
Now it is their turn. Let's see.
Wait. They go before me, huh?
Yep.
Damage.
Let's
That's
see.
some guys.
Hmm. This guy is going to move around the large mushroom and get a clear shot at Psykit over here. And he is going to unleash an I-beam at Psykit. Oh, hey, my macros are working now. Alright, let's see. This is an aberrant attack, which Psykit has a vulnerability to.
Uh-oh.
So we're looking at 1, 2, 3? Just 3 hits. Oh no, wait. 4. 4 hits. So that's 12 damage to Psykit. And let's see. Skittle. Hold up. 1. He's gonna spin 2, climbing over the thing there. 3, 4, 5. Okay. He can get right up to Richard here.
Oh no. Oh no.
And he's gonna take a nibble out of you.
Alright.
Alright. What is Richard's
I have-
deflection?
I have deflection or evasion.
Deflection.
Ah, crap. It's a 4.
Okay. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. We're doing 4 damage per hit. So 4 times 4, that's 16 damage.
Only 16. Okay.
Only 16?
Alright. That's almost half. Yep. There we go.
Alright. Let's see. I think this other one is just gonna stay where he is and try to I-beam Richard.
The one that's wounded?
No, the one behind the log.
Okay.
What was his deflection again?
4.
4. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 hits. And that's 3 damage per hit. 18 damage. Richard is in a bad spot here.
Dang.
That brings me down to 1 HP.
Now the next Skittle, the one that's almost died, is going to scurry into the rough and try to take a bite out of Cheapy here.
No! Not my bird!
Does it take the damage from the flare before or after?
After.
Okay.
Okay, what is Cheapy's deflection? Is it 4, I think?
Cheapy's deflection is 4.
Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. 4 damage per hit. However, hold on. This might not even matter, actually. Okay, Cheapy's resistant to death attacks, but he rolled high enough that even the lowest one is going to hit. So, let's see, what's 6 times 4? 24 damage to
So
Cheapy?
Okay, so deflection. I see how it works. I got it. I was trying to catch up. Never mind. Please carry on. I take 24 points of damage.
Right.
Okay, so GB, what's 16? Yeah, that's correct. He's at 16.
And
Ouch!
let's see. That's the end of his turn, so he will take, what is he, 4 damage from the wound. And it is Padrag's turn next.
Okay.
And that thing is on
Padraig.
its last leg here.
Padraig is going to move over here. And we are going to... we're going to stab this guy with my javelin.
Alright. Does your macro work for that?
I'm not 100% sure. I see athletics too. Excuse me.
Oh, you don't have all the attacks in there anyways.
That's okay. Alright, so it's a major action, melee 1, fitness plus melee versus deflection. That does 3 damage per hit. So fitness plus melee. Character sheet. Fitness is 4, melee is 3. And then what does physical prowess give me?
Physical prowess lets you spend stamina to increase your die pool, I believe.
Okay, we're gonna save that. Okay, so yeah, 7d10 against this guy's deflection, and we are yeah. I said I'm gonna hit this guy to my southeast.
The one on Richard?
Yes.
Alright.
And I need 7d10, but this thing only goes up to 6. So we're gonna roll 6 and then roll 1. A lot of 5s.
A lot of 5s.
What is his what's his deflection?
His deflection is only 4. So you roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits.
Yes.
Alright, that's 15 damage. You jab at it and scrape some of its carapace, and it screeches and reels back. Alright. Ed.
Oh, do I get a minor action or?
You just moved, so that was your minor action.
Okay, Roger. Gotcha. Thank you.
Ed is up.
Grab my pointer. There we are. Probably seeing Richard get lobbed, he would use all of his movement to get right up into the space, if possible, to attack the creature right in front of Richard.
Where did he go?
Ed was here, so it's not possible for two players to occupy the same space, quote unquote.
Right. You can move through him.
It would be
1, 2, 3, 4.
one.
That would take 6 movement, which I don't know if Ed has.
Right, so Ed has 5 speed, so 1, 2. That's 4. 5 would get him in Richard's space, but going through the bush would sort of do the same thing, right?
Yeah, that's not really passable. That's a big, thick tree taking up that whole area.
Then, seeing Crystal and with better movement, he'd sort of keep flicking his eyes between the two and say, "Sorry, Richard," and then moves next to Psychic with his full movement to throw a knife at this creature.
All right. Oh. Let's see. Range versus deflection. Looking for a deflection of 8. That scores 4 hits. So 12 damage at 3 per hit.
Yes.
All right. You launch your knife and it spins and twirls towards your target and takes off a good chunk of the cocoon that he is encased in. And it screeches. And we're over to Cheapy.
Cheapy's gonna use a peck attack.
Peck.
Peck attack! Strength plus beak versus deflection. So his beak should only be 1.
Right.
Yes. And his strength. Where is your strength? Hold on, something seems funky. First, oh, strength 6. Nice. Okay. So yeah, strength is 6 plus beak is 1, so 70-10. One more again. 7. All right. So here's the first 6, and there's the 1. Deflection is 4. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits.
And let's see. That sounds about right.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is deflection is versus deflection -1. So actually, all are hits.
Yeah.
So 8 total hits. 1, 2,
It
3,
doesn't
4.
really matter because he only has 3 health left anyways.
Oh, I picked right through his eyeball.
It pecked right through his eyeball. Cheapy is like, oh, a bug for a snack, and goes to town on it. That guy is
It's
down.
his base desires. He can't help it.
All right, he is out of commission. And
Okay. Now,
does Cheapy
my
want to
Cheapy
move?
is- Yes. Still can't control Cheapy, but Cheapy is going to go. So what's the deal with this guy right here?
What deal are you asking about?
We haven't touched him yet.
He has taken 12 damage.
Are you talking about the one that's fighting the psychic or the one that's hiding behind the log? Because for some reason, when it comes to picking on roll 20, it's always off on my screen.
Okay, so Cheapy is speed 6, so he can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. He's kind of jacked up. I don't want my Cheapy to die.
Jacked up? Wait, how much
I mean, he's
damage
at
did he take? I forgot to change that myself.
24.
Oh, yeah. Alright.
So he's at below half his health.
Yeah.
How do I heal my Cheapy?
You will have to spend a stamina or 1 mana to meditate after combat.
After combat. That's how that works.
Unless you have some other thing that you can use in combat.
I'm gonna have Cheapy just kind of move behind me here.
Right here?
Yes, please.
Alright.
And that'll be Cheapy's turn.
Alright. Torkish is back up.
Okay, so could I make an argument that I say that after seeing Torkish see his, I guess, what are they, like, I don't want to say, like, his owner? What are they, like, referred to?
His
like,
conjurer?
partner? His conjurer? I've seen his conjurer get hurt. Could I say he empowers to get enraged? And then can he, like, can he shoot a flare over to hit the one that attacked him?
The distant one?
The Skittle that attacked Richard, that's right here, because he's in the range of my Torkish. But because Richard's right there in the way, could I try to say that Torkish shoots the flare, like, or arcs over Richard to hit the Skittle
Yeah.
after he empowers again?
Yeah. The rule I go by is, like, your allies don't obstruct attacks. But,
Alright, so...
enemies do.
Okay, so Torkish basically goes into a rage as he empowers a second time to give him a +2 now to his rolls. And he's going to... Let me see if this flare thing macro works again. See if it works. Nope, still doesn't work.
Wonderful.
And I have to go back to see what his flare even added.
I
So I was
believe
trying to
it
find something
was
else earlier.
8.
Yeah, 8 dice, which I can actually do here. You know, Patty, if you hit the, there's actually, if you, on the dice, if you hit it to where it changes to the advanced dice roller, you can go beyond 7.
Nice. Thank you for pointing that out. I needed that.
Alright, hold on, I gotta close Torkish's thing really quick, so let's try. Alright, so 8d10. Not the best. But if it's 4, though, that's a few hits.
Oh, you've got a
Because you're
+2 to all your stuff.
Yep.
Well,
1,
that's
2, 3, 4, 6, I think.
Yep, 6 hits.
Yep.
At 3
So,
damage
Torkish-
per hit. So that is what? 18?
6 times 3, yep, 18.
Alright. That lands square on his face. He squeals and writhes in pain. He is not on fire, but he is pretty damaged. Alright. Psychic is up next.
Psychic sees Ed next to her, sees the knife and the creature in front of her, and decides to use the ego whip, seeing that her conjurer got a hit before she did.
Alrighty. Okay, let's see. Mumble has 6 evasion, and it is resistant to psionic attacks. So, Psychic only scores a single hit on this one. No, wait. scores 2 hits for the +1, or the evasion -1 bonus. So that's 6 damage there. Let's see. There's no additional effects, is there? Nope. Alright. Any movement?
She'll zip to the other side of the mushroom.
Now hold on. If you're gonna try and teleport, you've got 2 ways of doing it. You can spend stamina, or mana, rather, to use your, no wait, you don't even have that power, actually. So in order for Psychic to teleport, she has to use her entire turn. So she has to do a normal move.
Well, she has a speed of 6, so she can run that far.
Okay. So she can just run that far around the mushroom. And that makes it Richard's turn again.
Okay, so what I was trying to find is, I guess I bought a healing potion during the last session or somehow beforehand, but I cannot find it on your website. That's what it does.
Oh, that's right. I forgot to put that up there. Hold on, let me bring up my notes. I think it just heals you for like a flat 20.
Because it's like when Zelda's at the last, like, half of the final heart, you just hear the warning for Richard. As he quickly... I'm guessing that's a main action to like pull out a healing potion and chug it.
Let's see. Potions are a minor action. And yes, it regains 20 health.
Alright, so better than nothing. Right, so if it's a minor action, I'm guessing it would be a bad idea to do a staff blast with my allies close around me. Like, would it hit them too, or no?
Yeah, I don't think there's a way you can get him and avoid hitting your friends.
Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to have him, because I'll have him move back like 2 of these hexes, since they're going to be 2 each. And I'll just put him right there, get him some distance away.
Hold on. If you're going to disengage from combat, then there's going to be...
That's right.
Opportunity action.
Too. Well, wait, I could use my... Oh, okay. Dang it. Hold on.
You're kind of trapped between the tree and the rough there.
Alright, never mind. I'll just do I'll just whack him with the staff. Then just bring it on top of this guy.
Alright. Okay, let's see. 7, 7, 8, and 3?
Yep.
4 hits? No, wait. 3 hits. That is
Yep.
6
So,
damage.
Just whack, whack, whack.
Whack, whack, whack. It's squealing, it's screeching, but it hasn't gone down yet.
It's like, don't you do that again!
Alright. Let's see. It is their turn now.
Here we go.
Let's see. This guy over on the right side is gonna launch an I-beam at Ed here. Let's see. Ed's deflection, or evasion rather.
5.
5.
Deflection and evasion are both 5.
Alright, so we got low rolls. Alright, so he gets a -1 for the power, so 4 hits, so 3 hits.
Damn it.
3 damage per hit. That is 9 damage.
Okay.
And You know what? He's going to kind of scurry behind the mushroom here.
He does a skittle scurry.
He does a skittle scurry. Though he's a mumble, so it's more like he's crawling around with his little threads.
Oh,
He's mumbling along.
mumbo jumbo.
Alright. Now it's the guy on the left's turn, who is surrounded. He is gonna, with his last breath, try to take another bite out of Richard here.
Uh-oh.
Let's see, Richard's deflection is 4.
That's only 3 hits. I
Yeah,
can take it.
only 3 hits. But 4 damage per hit, so 12 damage.
I'm still standing.
Better than I ever did. Da-dun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have to
And
put some distance between me and hit that one at some point.
that's all he can do. So, the guy up behind the log is gonna kind of shift over here and get a clear shot at Padleg.
Oh no.
Let's see. We're gonna I-beam him.
Oh no.
Ooh. Let's see, you got 5 evasion, and it gets -1 for the I-beam attack. So we're looking at 4. Those all hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. That's 21 damage.
Matt. 29.
You're at 29.
Yep.
We'll just add that. Alright. And the last guy is dead. Forgot about that. He is now out of the initiative. Alright. Padlig is his turn next. Alright, I'm gonna wrap up the episode here. Thanks for watching, and since you made it this far, don't forget to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But most importantly, leave me some feedback in the comments. The game is still in development, so I'd like to hear what people think. And if you want to see more, I've got all these sessions on a playlist that you can watch back to back. There's also a bunch of links in the description for other places that you can find creatures. So, until next time, farewell, conjurers, and may you walk the waking dream.